You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Fashion.
Well, it's Fashionable Friday. Hello, all you fashionable people out there, and welcome to another episode of BHL Fashion 411, where we give you the insights and the weekly scoop for all things fashion related. I am your host, Erica Garcia Rojas, and I am joined here by my lovely co-host.
Hello, everybody. I'm your co-host, Courtney Stewart, your go-to girl for the regular stuff all the time. Shopaholic, shoeaholic, always giving you guys the consumer perspective every week.
And we have back Val Cal.
I know, I'm back.
Yes, welcome back.
French women
We
extraordinaire.
loved having you so much the first time that we had to bring you back.
Careful, I might be back more than you think.
Hey, we love it. We
so
love
much.
it.
Thanks, girl. Yeah, and I'm gonna be la provoque, means everything provocative from the week, everything you need to, place in a great conversation about fashion, everything that is just hot and provocative.
Awesome. And I am
stuff.
your host, Erica Garcia Rojas. I am a go-to girl for all things business and fashion. I'm the co-owner of Raleigh Babe Apparel. So, like Val said, in absence of in Deanna's absence, Val is going to cover her segment, but she's going to give it a little more of a French twist, and she called it La Provoque.
La provoque.
And it's all the things provocative in fashion.
Absolutely, in fashion or anything that happened in the news regarding,
right.
everyone we love, the celebrities, who to follow, and just the hottest thing to know.
Well, then do it.
Well, tell us what's hot.
Spill.
What's hot?
Me,
You're up.
Gosh. All right, guys. Well, you know that right away. Okay,
Right away,
it's all
he's
on
up
my
there.
face. All right, he's here. Okay, who is he? Well, I guess you recognize that the main topic, the mostly talked in the world right
World
now,
Cup?
is about the World Cup in
Yes.
Brazil. Okay, it started just to know. I know it's not a sports show, but just to know, guys,
we watch
girls,
it.
we always have to talk about it. The guys love it. All right, it started yesterday. Okay, so Brazil won yesterday. Now they have like Mexico and Spain game today. Anyways. Now, no one cares about the scores anymore. They all cares. All the fashion industry cares about. It's like a casting. They're casting their next face, their next body,
yes.
their next style. Because you know what? Soccer, we call it football in Europe. I know if I say football, you guys are gonna be confused. But footballers is the only sport where athletes are the most fashionable.
That's true.
Yes.
That is
when
really
you
true.
think about David Beckham, he started it. He started it with his faux mohawk. Then he got his underwear ads, okay?
Yeah.
Then he married like a pop star turning into like a fashionista, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
And he landed, every underwear's ad is about David Beckham. How many did he do?
A lot. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know, we all okay. But anyway, the main face right now, super hot. So his name is Neymar. He's from Brazil. He's 22 years old, okay?
cute.
He's been dating, what's her name? He's been dating Bruna Marquezine. Sorry if I don't, say her name very well. She is the lookalike of Selena Gomez, all right? And now she's dating Gabriella Lenzi, but we are not sure because, there's been some rumors. He went back with the other one, and they are both watching him playing right now.
Of course.
So, yes. So, what can I tell? You got just amazing pictures of him. He's like the new face. He's got a mohawk right now as he's playing.
And what was his name again?
Neymar.
Neymar. So he's
Yes.
just a one-word name.
He's just one word now.
Neymar.
Who's got a last name? And it's very long. If you want
Okay.
to trap me on that. She's like, what's his second name?
He's like Cher already. It's just
Well, everyone
Neymar.
calls him Neymar. He's
Got
like
it.
the new face. So I got something. Kevin Kerrigan, who is the global creative director of Calvin Klein, I'm quoting him. He say, when you think of designing underwear, it just lends to footballers. All right, footballers, football, yeah,
Yes.
okay. Well, that's the quote. It means just that all the fashion industry, only
Makes sense.
target footballers. So David Beckham, that's the new kind of,
That's
not
the
David
one.
Beckham, he doesn't look alike, but that's the new face to
It makes
to
sense.
follow, guys.
Because the
So,
footballers
yeah.
are they're physique wise, they are super lean. They're not huge football husky players, so they fit in really well in the fashion world, and it's easy
Yeah.
to do. It makes
Exactly.
perfect sense.
That's
so
what I
they
was
go
thinking
for
too.
it.
And also, like, their uniforms are more conducive to them being able to have some style, because a football uniform, you don't see their head, you don't see their face, they're
Yeah.
very much covered up.
Sexy,
and
though.
yeah.
I don't
I
see you.
am
Who
okay
are
with
you?
that.
And soccer or football play, or let's just call it soccer, because we are in America.
Yes.
So soccer players do, like you said, Courtney, have that like physique. That's,
Yes.
I mean, it's really sexy.
That's what they say. Their shape, their cut, their size.
Yeah.
I mean, just everything.
It's perfect.
They're
is
no
just-
extreme either. They're not super tall
Yeah,
or super
yeah.
short.
Like, basketball
they're
players are crazy tall.
so
So
that it
that's
works
why
out really
the
well.
fashion moguls love it. Did you
Yeah.
know that Dolce & Gabbana completely dressed their entire national Italian team of
Oh,
soccer?
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have
Dolce & Gabbana costumes.
yes, Armani casted players too for their for their runways, for their shows, and there has even been a former Swedish soccer player. He posed for Calvin Klein, and he had a tattoo made just for the ads, but it's a panther. Like you get like a
Okay.
panther, a panther between just here, between the
Little hip
below
bone,
and
that
the
little
abs,
sexy
exactly.
area.
So it just means that the bond between fashion and soccer players is just gigantic.
Awesome.
Gigantic. Yes, we know what we mean.
Oh, and shout out to J-Lo and I forget the other girl that she performed with at the opening ceremonies. All of them in their sparkly little
yes.
booty short jumpsuits. I was just like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
45-year-old J-Lo rocking her little short
say,
and
J.Lo
booty as usual.
has not aged. Whatever she's eating, which is probably like cow's hearts or I mean something crazy, like some placenta. Whatever she's consuming, it is like a wonder drug.
Yeah,
so.
she looked
true.
amazing with Pitbull, and I forget the Brazilian artist
there's
that
a
she
girl.
was dancing with.
But you
I'll have to
always
bring it up.
forget that these superstars have 24/7. They have
Yes.
their personal trainer.
They got 'em
have
there.
their coach,
The
they got their
chef.
chef. Yeah.
Their
They have all the
naturopath,
help
their
in the world.
diet. Yep.
Exactly. When they're breaking down by being, having a breakup or anything, they don't run to the fridge like we do, having an Häagen-Dazs. They have somebody that is paid to say no.
No, they drag their arm.
Yeah.
You cannot.
All right, Val, what do you got next?
Well, we got Suki. Okay, Suki Waterhouse. You guys, of course, know her. She's known to be a supermodel.
Yes.
She's known to be Bradley Cooper. This is not her, but okay, so we're still talking about.
Well, most of our people are listening, so just
Yeah. So guys, I'm just because there is a picture. There is a picture very sexy right now, and it's true. We are still talking about the World Cup. So we were talking about Neymar and the other face and the body on the Vogue cover magazine with his girlfriend. It's Ronaldo, the super
Ronaldo.
sexy, exactly, the super
Yes.
sexy Portuguese player. So he's completely naked, and you guys know that it's the trend to be naked on a
So
cover.
are you saying that, okay,
Yes, we are saying that Neymar is the face,
Okay.
and it's super trendy. Like all the cover of the magazines have a soccer player right
Got
now.
it,
So
okay.
Ronaldo is a superstar in the soccer world, super sexy, dating this model, and you have the new Vogue cover. Portuguese one with him on the cover, completely naked.
Got
so
it.
she's just hiding him, and it's just to show that soccer player, just superstar. You don't see that with a.
We didn't see that with Kim and Kanye
Oh,
on the cover.
all right.
Exactly.
So now up next, you're talking about Suki Waterhouse. So let's just
Yes.
move on to that.
Yes, exactly. So Suki, of course, the girlfriend of Bradley Cooper. Yes, she is. She's now She's in the new video for the new campaign of Burberry.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Burberry is launching a new campaign with her and Cara Delevingne. So
I
these
like
two
it.
girls, yes, you love her. You love them. They're best friends. They live together. They're not sharing Bradley Cooper. I mean,
So
that I
we
know,
know of.
Yes.
Maybe they do actually. So if you need a third one, please call me. So now she's becoming she was the face of the fragrance of Burberry fragrance, and now the video is shot by Mario Testino. So now it's the new campaign of Burberry. So what is the new campaign of Burberry? What do they want to add? They want to add some hand painted techniques with all the clothing.
Ooh,
Yes,
I like that.
they want to add some monogrammed ponchos. Sorry, that was my little illustration for a poncho. And they want to add, of course, the iconic heritage trench coat.
Love the trench.
Yes, love the trench. So they both the girls are gonna be featured in this ad. Like Suki was 3 days in Paris, and she's, there is some rumor that she might be engaged to Bradley Cooper because we saw some sparks on her finger. But everyone denied. No one mentioned anything yet. We saw them kissing. Yes, we saw them kissing on the set of American Sniper. Yes, American Sniper, directed by Clint Eastwood. Bradley Cooper plays in it, so she's all the time on the set, and we saw them kissing. So Suki is a hit girl to follow right now. And why so? Because she's also the friend, and that's my next topic, guys. Because I know Erika is like, French talk. All right, so these best friends, Suki and Kara. Kara is also very popular right now, so they're both playing on their social network because Kara is now launching, guys, an audition, a casting on Instagram. If you want to be the model next to her for the new DKNY campaign, yes, she's actually, so you can go, it's called, it's hashtag Kara wants you. So you go there, she explains the rules, she explains everything, and you can land, being with her on this DKNY campaign. So she's working, she's now she's doing her debut in acting with a new series, Timeless. That is, it's a British series, but only for TV that is produced. So she's gonna start there. Now she's a designer with DKNY, and she got 5.5 million of followers on Instagram.
Wow.
I know that's one of the things that I've seen this is that actually modeling agencies are recruiting on Instagram now, and they're saying, hashtag this, we're looking for a fresh face. So because Instagram is so photocentric and it's so visual that there's so many different ways to utilize Instagram, and they're just beginning. Now there's a lot of shopping going on there, and there's just so many different ways to use Instagram, and that's really interesting about Kara doing the casting. So Kara wants you, hashtag.
Yes, and exactly, perfect. So we got it. And just to know, her collection is 15 pieces, 15 different styles. It's gonna be in the stores in October.
What stores? Just DKNY stores?
Yes, I do not have the list of all the distributors, but if you give me 1 second, I can maybe call them. 1-800
Where the DKNY is sold.
BHL needs some information, but I'm sure you guys can find out. It's gonna be in the store, so probably definitely DKNY store, and it's gonna be very unisex. So you're gonna have tees, tanks, and you can find out.
Got it. Awesome.
Yes. Now, it's all about new and it's all about hot. There is a new in the fashion industry, okay? So people, of course, watching the World Cup, I just told you, but they're also following the new Target designer. Who's gonna take over the next collection of Target? Yes, he is. All the fashion industry is having their eyes on him. His name, guys, is Joseph Atuzara. He's American, French, Chinese. His mom is, his dad is American from San Francisco. His mom is French, and he's got Chinese. That's still
that's the gym. That's all good.
It's a great, sexy picture. So this guy grew up between Paris, between the United States. He's very close to Marc Jacobs. He got an internship in Marc Jacobs. He started in Philadelphia. He is working with Alexander Wang, Jason Wu. He's the future of US fashion. He works with Givenchy in Paris, all right? And his muse is Kate Bosworth. In so many red carpet, you see her having his dress.
And her 85 pounds. She's so tiny.
She's so tiny. But
she is beautiful,
and easy muse.
Yes, beautiful.
So in Target,
2 different color eyes.
Target is gonna be super edgy. I mean, there is always a designer behind Target, but they're going edgier and edgier. And he's gonna be the new face. He's super hot.
And you're saying Target? You're talking about Target, right?
Target.
Okay, just for everybody out there, just to make sure.
Version of that is Target.
Yes.
Snub little tongue that is talking to you guys. Of course, we're talking about Target.
Yes, of course.
When I first arrived in the States, States, everyone was like, "Oh, are you going to?" They thought, I'll be flattered if they say Target next to me, and they kept saying, "Oh, Target, Target, Target," and I never understood what they meant.
What is that?
Even at Target, I'm like, Target, Target. People are like, yeah, Target, you mean? I'm like, yes, Target.
That's what
But
I'm
the thing is,
trying
though,
to
they
be
don't
special.
have Target in France, so Target's Target to you. It's not It's not like they call it Target in France because you guys don't have it.
No, and just the fascination when I arrived, even when I grew up in Seattle, people were like, "Oh, Sunday we're going to Target." It's like the big, we take the whole family, and it's like the Fifth Avenue of the Sunday, and I'm like, guys. So I arrived, and I was expecting, like an amazing mall or something for the French, and I landed in a supermarket with like furnitures, chairs, soap. I'm like, and you guys like are fast. I love Target. Don't get me wrong. I'm there like 3 times a week. I just like wander around.
But it's no sex Fifth Avenue, that's for sure.
It's just the uppity version of Walmart. That's why we call it Target.
So we got a sexy trend, guys. Yes, because fashion, it's cool. But what about dating? What about
the fun stuff.
The sexy.
And just for everyday life and for everyday dating. So the new trend right now, there is always new trend. You date with food, you date with your dog. You bring
your
dog
dogs
and you
meet
meet
each
people.
other at the
Exactly. There is always
doggy
a new
park
thing. What's the latest thing? It's exploding in New York right now, completely all over New York. It is the fitness dating. So yes, see, okay, well that's an amazing illustration, guys.
Workout.
So you get like specialized sites like fitness dating, of course. So you go there and you have a date at the gym, and yes, you know why? It's proven. Yes, I know your face. You're frowning.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. It's frowning, but you know why? There's been a survey, something that is proving that at the gym, the quality of the exchange for dating, to have a boyfriend, to have a girlfriend, is just like the dream place to meet.
Oh.
Not because you're sweating.
So you're talking about people are meeting at the gym, or people are having dates
They
at the
are
gym?
having dates, yes. So it's a website. You go there, you match, with...
Oh, it's like a blind date in a way.
Exactly. Well, it's a website where you find, who wants to run with you instead of going running on your own. Who wants to do the Pilates with you? Who wants to do the hot power yoga with you? You're just walking your dog with a power walk. You need somebody.
If a guy wants to do Zumba with you, there might be a problem.
Or maybe he's just a great dancer and it's a lot of fun.
Maybe, but
Maybe dragging your guy at a Zumba class.
no, he would kill me.
Oh, yes, but if he does, don't you think it's like...
I think, I would think
Upon
twice.
first meeting him, I would be like, you want to do Zumba?
Zumba?
Fine, I get it.
Last time my boyfriend was in town, I brought him to hot power yoga, and that's absolutely not the same level than in France. In France, we always a little bit behind when there is a new trend. So the hot power yoga in France, you barely sweat. It's a mini heater. You have like tiny little drops. They're so afraid for you, hard. They're so afraid for everything. So you sweat, but it's like nothing compared to
out
the
here
real
it's crazy.
boot camp hot power yoga. So I brought him here. He was used to the one in Paris, and he kept making animal noise in the middle of everyone saying, "I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Take me to ER. I think my heart is going away." So Sadiki, a yoga teacher that I love, if she listened to me, she left the class. I don't know where she is. I need to find her. She changed you're like completely laughing. She's like, what is she talking about? Yes, well, just to tell you that the level of the yoga, hot power yoga, is crazy compared to Paris, and that my man came with me. So that's a big proof.
That's good.
So maybe, you know what, meeting somebody through a fitness website dating.
It's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing.
Your guards are down. You're kind of just being you and in your element. You're not like holding up the facade. So it could be a
gives you
good
an
date
excuse
thing.
to shop for the best, sports bra, the best tennis shoes, the best sneakers.
And you get a sneak peek of the body.
It's something
beforehand.
different. I mean, it's the same, dinner, drinks, whatever, but fitness, it is something different. And you're experiencing something physical together without being physical. So I think it's great.
It's a good
You get a
warm-up.
chance to kind of see how strong your guy is and how into fitness he is. And obviously the people that are going to be doing this are going to be into fitness, so they're going to have that common ground.
Exactly, and if he still wants to see you after seeing you sweating,
Sweating
you
and
go.
gross, then something's there.
Yeah, right, though. If I was going on a blind date for a fitness, I would be wearing makeup and the best clothes, and I would not be doing I would be pretending to be super working out, but I'm not going to be doing a crazy
See, I'd be the opposite. I'd want it to be like super competitive, like something like really like a boot camp or something crazy
no,
like
not
that.
for a first time.
I would
Well,
have
what do you want to do then for
Play
a first time?
tennis.
Play like pétanque?
Hey, you can do yoga. Yoga's very. Actually, I just imagine just hanging around at the gym talking and
Because I
like
think
lifting
it's so
weights.
sexy. Like there's
Lifting
something
weights.
that turns me on. I mean, no, it's true. You have to try. Do you guys go to hot power yoga?
I've been once, and I thought I was
do
going
yoga
to die.
like 3 or 4 times a week. I
not
just
hot.
I don't do the hot.
I don't know what. There is something. I feel like
I'm
in
gonna die.
Thailand, in an exotic country.
It seems gross, though. I don't like being around all those sweaty people.
Okay, I understand. But you don't need to be on top of your neighbor. You don't need to like.
You don't have to rub off
kiss
on
on the
him.
cheek to say hi or bye.
They'll like. I'm deathly afraid. Well, we'll move on to the next topic after this. But I'm
love
always
that topic,
afraid
though.
that
Can we have a special like fitness
I
sexy
will-
topic?
right
there is a fitness show later on today. But I do always have the totally weird fear that like someone's gonna be doing like a crazy yoga move, and then the sweat's gonna spray all over me.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
oh my gosh.
so I just don't like it. Just grosses me out. I don't know.
gosh.
Anyway, if anybody out there feels the same way I do, then put it in the comment section.
But just to say what you say, it's kind of I don't care about people touching me because I'm French. So I'm used to people.
I don't care
very
about people touching me. I just don't want their
something very
sweat
funny.
touching me.
Well, I never had anyone being
Exactly.
like, hey, how was
Can I
the
use you as a
class?
towel?
Or can I have a drip of your water? But it's true that the teacher at the end they want to congratulate you.
Yeah.
They want to show you
'cause
that
you made
you know,
it,
we're
you
all the
did it.
same. So a lot of time they want to give me a hug, and this and me I'm like I don't care normally because I'm less like oh my gosh I'm afraid of the germs or anything. I'm not like this, but still all sweaty.
A full embrace?
So they're like
No.
Val, you did an amazing job, and I'm like yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
not okay.
thank you. So next time I think I'll just cover myself with
Yeah,
towels.
or
because
just
I don't
run out
know.
of class. I'm done. I'm done. All right, what's up next, Val?
All right, guys, we got the controversy of the week. What it is, it's again on
yes.
the cover of a magazine. It's Elle, it's Pharrell Williams. We love Pharrell, but this is not a happy cover. Why? You guys know?
He was
He's
wearing the
Native American headdress. Yeah.
Yes. So there's been a lot of association, of course, protecting the Native Americans that are comparing it. You know, it's like if you were wearing like a, you know, for the priest, for any religious signs. So if you guys don't see it, it's the L cover with Pharrell Williams wearing the Native American, what would you call it? Like
It's a feather
headdress.
Feather
Yeah.
dress. Yeah, exactly. So he's stunning. He looks very actually, you know, when you see him from his profile, he's got something from.
Very regal.
Yes, and very Native American.
Yeah, I would have thought he
Yeah,
might have
actually
had
he
some
does.
native,
He
which I
looks like
thought
a-
was why they maybe went with the headdress because that was a part of his heritage.
He looks very serene. It's a gorgeous.
It's a beautiful
L
photo.
cover.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are listening to us on iTunes, make sure you go onto Instagram to BHL Fashion 401 is our Instagram handle, and you'll see all the photos that we're talking about. Or hop onto YouTube because we have our YouTube, and you can see the pictures and
Or
our
just call
lovely
me.
faces.
I'll email you.
Call
the-
Matt.
Val will email it
Val,
to you.
she'll
That's
send you
all I have to do,
everything.
spending my
All
whole
right.
weekend.
Well, thank you so much, Val,
Thank
for
you, guys.
the hot and sexy
Yeah.
things this week.
Le
And now,
Provoque.
Le Provoque.
Provoque.
Now, up next, we've got Courtney with the Beauty Beat. What's going on in the world of beauty?
Beauty Beat this week, we're going back to nails because I
love
discovered
nails.
something that I'm obsessed with nails in general, but I discovered something that made me super excited, and it's fairly new, but it's been out for a while, but I didn't know about it until this week. It is called the OPI Natural Nail Base Coat Glitter Off. So those of you that want to know why this is a big deal,
Yeah.
do you wear glitter nail polish?
I
And it
do.
is a pain in the backside to get off. You get your nail polish remover on your little cotton ball, you stick it on your nail, and you try to let it lay there because you're supposed to let it soak to help make it smoothly come off. But nothing happens because you lift it up and it's all sticky, and then you got cotton all stuck to your nail, and it's a pain in the
yeah.
butt. This nail coat by OPI completely destroys that, guys.
Oh my God.
Literally, it is
I
a
need-
smooth takeoff. It's almost too smooth because, as you can see in my glitter nail disaster, I just want to show how easy it is that it peels off. Like I could peel it off in a hole,
same.
almost like an
That's my
adhesive.
idea.
So I don't like to peel my nails off, but that nail polish literally made it very easy for it to come right off. And even with the nail polish remover, it's a smooth transition.
So it's
you
a
don't-
remover.
It's an
No,
actual
it's a
base
base
coat
coat.
that you put to your nail.
Okay, and it
Before
just
you put the glitter
ease.
on, it just makes it easier to take
Okay.
off when you're done. So you're not sitting there like scrubbing and pulling and trying to yank your nails off and wearing them
Pretty
out.
cool.
So
They
I
always
just
create new things. It's
they're always
crazy.
creating new things.
Well,
and
that
I'm
is
so
one
glad.
of that is one of the most annoying things with glitter nail polish.
Yes.
Because I love it. I am a lover of glitter nail polish,
am.
and I just hate taking it off. And on that same note, actually, Sephora came out with the new nail polish remover, and they're calling it more of like a glitter nail polish remover that supposedly you put your hand in there, and within seconds, everything comes off. And they just came out with it not too long ago.
You just go to your manicure pedicure next door, and they do it for you.
Yeah, but if you're wanting to do it at home yourself,
that's super practical.
Yeah.
And talking about nails, did you know that Snoop Doggy Dogg is like having a great French manicure, guys?
So
and
done.
this is the new trend, French manicure for guys.
wait, what? You have to explain it. What happened?
Well, I'm not completely sure about where and when, but recently everyone's talking about the nails, the French manicure of Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yes, and he's been wearing it for a few weeks. Yeah.
Yes.
He's been wearing it
So
for
I
a
don't know
while.
how he woke up with this idea. For the
But he
next show, I
just
can,
did it.
I promise I'll find out.
Yes,
Are
we'll get the
they
details.
acrylics or is it actual just painted?
I'm pretty sure they're his nails, but because he's
Instead of
got
doing
long
black.
nails, but like and I
that's
think
disgusting.
he just decided I'm gonna French manicure them, and they were probably gel, so they last.
Yeah, I think
but
he tried because the rockers, they have like the black, maybe the red, the dark red. They all sometimes, sometimes have these little
But I think it was too much
colors,
for me.
and I think he tried something new. He's like, maybe the very virile, manly men are gonna. Like,
I don't want my
love
man
it.
with French manicure.
No,
Sorry.
I mean, I
disgusting.
remember when the guys in like the 90s grunge or the 2000s grunge, like Dave Navarro was wearing like the,
David
black,
Bowie.
the black nail polish. It'll have like a finger or two, which I still think it's kind of gay, to be honest. I'm not a fan of that, but
I don't mind one or two nails if the
But
guy's
for a
into
guy,
music, if that's his
If it's like a
world.
black, and like I'm fine with it and it works, but the French manicure is
for
just
a
too
guy,
much.
Use the OPI nail.
Yeah, peel that off when I see
That's
you.
good.
yeah,
Peel that off. All right.
All right, guys. So we've got our style scoop for you this week and the news and everything that's going on. So first up, we got Fashion Police host Kelly Osbourne and her mother, Sharon Osbourne, had collaborated on a 2-part range of eyeshadows, lipsticks, and skin makeup for MAC Cosmetics. Kelly Osbourne revealed her inspiration for the line. She said, quote, "I keep giggling when I say this because I was my inspiration. And I know it's really narcissistic to say, but I wanted to stay true to me and the colors I love, but at the same time, kind of slightly tweaking them a bit so they're more for every woman because I know my taste is not for everyone. So I had to leave my ego at the door with this and really think about it." The mother and daughter duo's 26-piece range was released this week and sold out within hours.
Wow.
I love the pictures.
Yes, the
They
picture's
look
beautiful.
amazing.
Oh my gosh. Like the features of Kelly, the features of her mom, they know, like years after years, especially these previous years. I mean, you saw Kelly like evolution.
Yeah.
It is just insane.
been
I
great
still
for
have
her.
I still have the picture of her in my mind with a reality show.
Yeah,
when
when
they
she
were
was like
years
crazy
ago.
hair, short, chubby,
like,
and just didn't-
multicolor hair,
yeah.
like really eating like junk food all the
Yeah.
time. having
It's
no many hairs.
crazy how she really has evolved as a person and as a fashionable person. I mean, she was kind of a wreck. She was a drug addict.
Completely.
Yeah, and then now, I mean, she's a host on Fashion Police.
Yeah.
She
She's
knows
doing great.
so much about it. She's there at every single.
She trimmed. She lost so
runway.
much weight.
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight. I mean, she looks great, and in the photo, you can see her and her mother are known for their square,
Yeah.
The
square
jawline.
jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful photo. So.
Cool.
And I love the purple. She's been having like purple
That-
hair.
she's
all
not allowed to
these
change
couple
it.
months.
She's contracted to keep the purple hair.
Oh,
Oh,
I just
really?
love it.
She has to
For-
keep it
through
right
who?
now. For
Through
E.
fashion-
For Fashion Police.
Really?
Yeah,
they
that's
like
what
it
she
that
said.
much?
They like it that much. She's under contract. She can't change her hair right
wow.
now. So that's just been purple
Interesting.
for a while.
And that's very hard to maintain.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. I'm like,
It's
how?
all maintenance.
The fact that she still has hair with the purple hair color is amazing. So, yeah.
because she has dark hair and I have to keep on coloring it
I
that
would love
light.
to have a little piece. I mean,
I think
always
it's
like,
cool,
I would love to
yeah.
have a little piece of purple or
You should
something,
do
but then I'm like,
it.
eh.
Do
I think it's
Maybe a
cool,
clip.
but I could see being really sick of it after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
be like,
But
okay,
it
I'm
fades
over.
out very fast, though.
Yes.
That's the good thing. And Sharon is
Her
stunning. I mean,
red.
Sharon
Yeah.
is
Great.
She's
amazing.
beautiful. All right.
Awesome job.
Yes.
Mac.
So up next we've got Miss Rihanna, and Miss Rihanna is she's just too sexy for life. I think everything that we always hear about her. So she's getting pressed once again for her very revealing nature. The ad for her new perfume, Rogue, is too sexy for the UK. The British Advertising Authority finds the ad in which the singer is topless and curled up on the floor sexually suggestive. The ads have been taken down from anywhere that children might see them. What do you guys think?
I think we've seen worse than
Yeah,
that.
I do too.
You know?
I do
It's
too.
like, I mean, when did you see Rihanna in a very classic pose, for a launch of a product on a red carpet? She's always, even if she has an amazing sense of style, she's very provocative.
Yeah. Provoke, yes.
She's very provocative, guys. So what I read is that, people were afraid that for the violence, like she could be, her pose, she's on the floor, she's sitting, she's against a wall. So some people were like, the feminists were afraid, like, okay, it's a call for women not to be beaten, but to be like inferior.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that her face shows like
power.
attitude, shows power. So there is a little bit of a controversy like this. I think her face shows like, I'm not gonna let you walk on me.
She looks like I'm in charge.
I'm in charge. So that saves the whole message. I personally like it, of course.
I
like
think it's
it.
fine. I think it's sexy. I don't think it's anything like physically that we wouldn't be comfortable seeing. Like it's mostly
don't see
legs. Like I
anything.
look at it, I see
It's a
legs
pair
and
of
hair.
legs.
Like so it's selling perfume, it's selling sexy without me actually having to see all of her body parts like we've seen in the past. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, at least she's covering
I'm
her
not
nipples this
opposed. I
time.
do find it strange
You
that
know
it was
what?
banned.
She's one of the rare photos that she's really covered.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly. Oh well.
All
You
right.
can't win for losing. That's why she goes out naked and
Yeah.
just doesn't care.
It's a hot picture.
She'll still sell millions of bottles of that
Of
perfume.
course she will.
So. All right. So Tory Burch continues to expand her empire. In addition to her recent menswear line and activewear lines, she's entering the world of watches. Priced between $350 and $695, the timepieces will be in collaboration with Fossil. 2 limited edition styles, in addition to that, will be available at $895 and $1,000.
Alrighty.
So Tory Burch is conquering every single
expanding.
aspect
Wow.
of fashion and accessories.
Her brand
so.
is strong and it's known to be like reliable and classic. And it
I
makes
never
sense.
I'm not a big fan of
Tory Burch?
No, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, of course, there is amazing accessories, stuff that she designs. When you look at it, it's still a talent. It's still a design talent.
Yeah.
It just, personally, I don't know what you guys think. I think it's very, to me, it's very, it's a little bit boring.
I can
agree.
see how I can see. I mean, it's a very classic American
yeah.
brand, and I could see how it wouldn't appeal like to French. It's just a different sentiment, or it's just different. And
But there are just American brands that are
Her
just...
flats are comfortable. That's about as.
I like her
goes.
stuff. I think it's classic, and I think it's basic, but it's classic. I mean,
I mean,
they're
you can't go
beautiful
wrong every
lines.
time you have like a Tory Burch. It's
Yeah.
like playing completely
I mean,
safe.
it's not like Dolce & Gabbana or anything, but it's.
I
like-
just feel
it's like-
sometimes for the price that you
I
could go
agree.
just for the price, guys. That's just what I'm talking about. You could go having something more original, because I just feel like whenever you start to want to have a brand and to show a brand, when it's not haute couture, in between you just play safe, and a lot of people go to Tory Burch. So I'm just saying, as it's not completely affordable, there are many little designers way more original that you can buy an accessory or find some stuff, and you won't have the same logo as
That's
everyone else.
because you're all spicy, Val. Some people just want to look like everybody.
and also too, some people want
true.
basics that are higher quality, and that's what her whole thing is providing the higher quality, the better materials, blah blah blah. So, all right. So on more accessories news, sunglasses brand Westward Leaning has tapped fashion.
It's your French accent.
It's your French is getting to me.
rubbing off.
No,
It's
it's
rubbing
off.
really on this set.
Westward Leaning has tapped I did it again. Fashion darling Olivia Palermo to collaborate on a new line of sunglasses. The sunglass brand, a recent Silicon Valley upstart with a charitable component and famous for the reflective lenses, has quickly become every fashion editor's favorite pair of shades. Palermo was reflecting on the collaboration. She says, quote, when you go to each city, you kind of have to adopt to the environment and the style. In Paris, I tend to go for a darker, more fashion-forward style. And during the summer, it's fun to play with more of the neon colors and lenses, and I still find them really fresh. For this collaboration, we have been playing with colors and want to make them as versatile as possible. So everyone loves Olivia Palermo and the fashion industry.
Yeah, she has channeled her.
No, it's
moment.
great. I mean, yeah, it's like, you play safe with it. It looks a little bit, I'm not sure, because I didn't touch them or anything, but it looks a little bit like the Ray-Ban, a little bit, just the shape
It's the
that we've
lenses
seen.
and the Wayfarer sunglasses shape. But I always feel like, talk about playing safe, I just feel like Olivia Palermo, she's in my opinion, I just think she's a little overrated. I don't know. I just don't know why. I know she's a fashionista and she was on that show, The Hills, but she had a bad attitude on the show.
On The City.
I have
The
a
City,
hard
that's it,
time
The City.
buying things that when it's like ex-reality star,
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
they were really, like, who really made it very great in the fashion? Is it Blake, like,
Lauren Conrad has her own line.
Yes, but I'm not convinced. You
Yeah,
know, it's still,
I'm the same. I agree. That's how I feel the same way kind
I
of with
just feel
Olivia
like you
Palmer.
do to be a reality star, and what do you do after? You either write a
Yeah.
book,
Yeah.
trashing and talking about everyone, or a
put your
diary,
name on a fashion
or
line.
yes, exactly, or
Yeah.
do like sunglasses
Yeah.
and socks.
Yeah, socks. I don't know about socks.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Kardashian tried socks.
Well, up next, we've
That
got
went so well.
comedian and actress Melissa McCartney has spoken recently about her upcoming plus-size clothing line that she originally announced back in 2011. For an interview with Redbook magazine, she did confirm that the line is actually happening. She says, quote, "When I go shopping, most of the time I'm disappointed." The actress famously created her own gown for the Emmys in 2011 with help from designer Daniela Pearl and revealed to reporters that night that she attended college for clothing and textiles and had initially thought she would go into design. She says, quote, "Trying to find stuff that's still fashion forward in my size is damn near impossible. It's either for like a 98-year-old woman or a 14-year-old hooker, and there's nothing in the middle." Well, she got a sense of humor about it, that's for sure. So.
I love her. Well, it's great. She took things in charge. There
Yeah.
were absolutely nothing like she wanted for her size. It was either, like she starved herself for a couple weeks or
Yeah.
started a diet in that's gonna last a couple months, or she decided to launch a line.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I think
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I think so, too.
She's got great personality. I think she
for
could
her,
bring
yeah.
great energy to
And I
a
think
line
she'll
of
have some
clothes.
interesting style.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see actually what she comes up with. So.
But wait a second, is the photo we're showing this is not
No,
the new
No,
line?
it's
I
not.
hope not.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, there's no way. It's not
No,
out
wait
yet.
a
Well, her
second.
line hasn't come out yet.
It's not out yet,
So
yeah.
she's in the process
That's
of.
why I think
putting
it'll also be
together.
interesting because some of her choices on the red carpet
Yes.
have been very questionable.
It's wallpaper.
Yeah.
It is.
She says it. She says like it was very hard
Yes.
and no designer wanted to dress her.
Of course,
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's awful.
So do it yourself.
Well, we're kind of
We like
leading
it.
into our next segment with our hot or hot mess with
All
poor
right,
Melissa McCartney
let's ramp it
here.
up with the hot or hot mess this week.
Yes.
Okay.
Who do we got,
We had
Courtney?
a lot going on this week. First up, we have Miss Jessica Alba, and she was at the Guys' Choice Awards in Los Angeles wearing this black strapless David Coma midi dress with leather detail at the bustier and strappy black sandals. And she has some very, very dark, heavy, smoky eyes, bringing out the sexy this week because she had a rough week because some information about her Honest company came out that it ain't so honest after all.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Some of her baby wipes, because the whole premise of the company is that it's, completely chemical free
Yes,
and they're very eco-friendly and aware of what's going into the products. And apparently they are using a manufacturer in China that had been basically no longer allowed to produce some other items that were shipped into America because they were using some very inappropriate things in their products over the years, and it's happened like twice. But supposedly the company like changed around and restructured, and her company came out with a note saying we have lots of people on the ground making sure that's not happening anymore, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of her customer base felt duped because they're like, there's no way. Why are you, first of all, they were upset that you're producing in China at all.
Yeah.
And then it's a company that has been dinged multiple times for inappropriate
Wow.
actions. And so she had some major press issues with the Honest Company this week. But she
Interesting.
still
And
went out
I
on the red
use her
carpet.
stuff. I use the wipes and because.
Yep.
Wow.
They literally had produced wipes for other companies that were toxic.
Oh
So-
my gosh.
Oh my God. Great. Now I gotta
Definitely
throw 'em
not
out.
the
I
premise.
see you completely pale.
Oh my
Every
God.
guy's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a wipe. Oh
Yes.
no, shoot.
No.
Not the wipe.
Yes.
Don't give me a wipe.
Well,
Nonetheless, she came out.
We'll talk about her
strong,
fashion.
Looking,
It's too bad because you know what I don't understand is like let's imagine you're launching a brand, you're a celebrity, you're launching a brand, the press is gonna look at it, that your audience, the consumers are gonna be very, they're not gonna
We're not
miss you.
dumb, yeah.
They're not gonna like squeeze the fact if you commit a little mistake.
Yeah.
So why do you take the risk
Sometimes-
to do something that can have a big breakthrough in the
especially
newspaper,
when
you
your
know?
entire premise of your company is
I mean, it's
Full
foolish.
disclosure.
And, being a manufacturer myself and having my own line and having to deal with the products
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that. I mean, I do, the whole thing about her manufacturing in China, part of the reason why we don't manufacture in China is because you lose control.
Completely.
And you, as much as you try and control things here, when you're manufacturing overseas, you just can't. There's so much that's lost in translation. There's so much that you lose. And maybe her intention was not to. Maybe she is so above it all that she's not in the weeds actually figuring it all out.
She's got so
and
many
it's something,
teams, yeah.
it's something that could have slipped through.
Yeah.
And so it's her company, so obviously you fault her. She's the face of the company, and she has to take responsibility for that. But I just know things just can get mixed up all the time. And the reason you manufacture in China is because you've got to stay competitive. Like, people can go out and say, oh, I can't believe you're manufacturing in China. But it's those same people that are not going to buy her wipes if they were $3 more expensive.
Absolutely.
And they are going to be more expensive if you manufacture them here.
Yes, I know. Some people now are willing to pay a little bit more because it's made.
People
Some
say...
people.
Okay, just I hear
It depends
you on
the
that.
niche. I'm not, you know.
It
depends
does,
on the niche,
and her,
but-
by the way, her line is not competitively priced with like Walmart and
I mean,
Target.
it's not as
so
expensive.
It's not as expensive maybe as if she did it in America, but it's definitely not so cheap that she's like trying to be right there with going to Walmart
Well,
and
it
getting
never
wipes.
will
So it
be
doesn't make
because
sense.
it's considered organic.
Well,
But
that's the point.
If you compare it though to organic prices, I was actually surprised to see that her prices weren't as expensive as I
Well,
thought
now
they
you
were
have
going
the
to be.
answer why.
Well, there you go.
Now we know.
Now
so.
we know.
Nonetheless.
And it's not that I want to go back on the yoga class, but she is part of my yoga class. She goes to the same class. I saw her. I know.
Well, the yoga's
I'm
working
obsessed
for
with
her
it.
too.
All right, so let's talk about her dress, you guys. So I
All
think
right.
her dress and the way she looks here is amazing. I think she looks gorgeous. I think it was a slam dunk. I like the hard lines, of her hair. I think she looks great. And we don't see Jessica Alba that often dressed up because she is a mom. She is focused
a
on the company.
natural also
She's
every
not
time.
really, she's not really in the movie scene anymore. So it's really nice to see her in this really sexy kind of
Gives
a
her a
look.
little rock and roll touch, kind of like dark. So I
Yes.
love the shape of the shoes. It's gorgeous with the cage dress because, you know, you see through and you get these very square lines. So it's very a little bit like a fetish. Like a fetish.
But without being too...
But
Without being too much.
Of
Yes.
course,
Yes.
like too
Yeah.
hardcore. Of course, she knows.
Agreed.
Without showing her nipples.
And yes, no, she's got class, definitely. Yeah, it's just that the very dark makeup on her, it's just a totally different look. I've never seen her
very
like this.
heavy,
It
the
gives
smoky
her,
eye.
Yes, and
I like it though.
No, I like it. It's a theme.
Yeah,
you know?
and I think it works for the event. It's the Guy's Choice
Absolutely.
Award.
Yeah.
She went sexy.
Yeah.
And it worked. Let's move on to the next one. We've got Miss Megan Good out on the town. She is out promoting Think Like a Man 2, which will be in theaters this coming weekend, actually. And she was wearing a sheer Michael Costello ball gown for the premiere.
Ay.
And she's cut her hair now. She's rocking this blonde bob right now. For those of you
here.
that can see it over there. So yeah,
So
for
what is
a premiere.
Oh, yeah. So is that a? Oh yeah.
It's doing too much for me. But what do y'all think?
It is for me. It's like a curtains that you just cut with the scissors. It just doesn't do it unless maybe there was something. Was there theme? What was
No,
the
it's a
theme
premiere
exactly?
for a
It was
movie.
just a
It's a
premiere.
movie premiere.
All right, so there is no inside jokes. No,
Not that I'm
nothing.
aware of.
Inside joke.
No,
The
so
joke's
it's a
on her,
premiere.
apparently.
It's
Like,
very
why are you wearing-
outdated. It's very. I see she tried to be like sexy with. Okay, she cut the classic style below the waist and then tried to show some skin. But I mean, come on, it's either you got to a bad wedding, either you made. I don't know. There is something wrong
Bad
with the
wedding
whole dress for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not feeling it. I think though it could have worked if the structure of
If you
what
changed
was-
everything.
Yeah.
If you wore a new
No,
dress.
actually, I mean, it was interesting, like the flowy white dress, okay, without being too bridal. I mean, doesn't have the lace and all that stuff, so it could have worked in the sense where if the neck needed to go and just the top needed to be different. Just
So
a little,
topless and just yes,
Just
I
wear the
do
skirt,
Let's just get rid
girl.
of the
Just wear the
top.
skirt.
no, the neck is too much. The neck is too much, and like the weird kind of
Opening.
It's like
Sash.
an air balloon. Look
Yeah.
at it. You
It's
can just
straight.
But
put
it could have been
right
made if there
and
was
it
structure
flies.
to it a little different. It just could have been different. I don't know how. It just could have been different.
Yeah,
and it
I got
could have
some
worked.
suggestions for it to be different. Michael Costello, start over.
Yeah.
Next up,
Yeah.
we have the Tonys that just occurred last weekend that were amazing. And Lucy Liu was on the red carpet, and she was channeling a menswear look with a very feminine tuxedo-inspired ball gown by Vivienne Westwood with white lapels at her chest going into a plunging V-neck. What do we think?
I love her. All right, she's got gorgeous features. I see it right away. There is two things that are shocking me. It's just the match between her very classic and old school hairdo, all right? That is very old fashioned, but it could work if you break it down with something a little bit more edgy when you wear something. But the problem is that she's wearing a black and with the white triangle instead of your breast, like at the place of your breast. Will you help me on that one? So it's like two white triangles where your breasts are, and the whole rest is black. So it's very classic. It's very what would you call it, like hard kind of to look at. Harsh but harsh plus the hairdo, no, uptight, that's the word I was looking for. I feel it's very uptight. So you know, she looks older with that hairdo, and the pearl necklace, or is it pearl? I can't see too much. It's diamond. Okay, so let's forget about me and the necklace, just her hairdo. And the black and white of the dress, I mean, mostly it's black. It's too uptight for me and for her.
I actually like the dress. I think it's interesting. I think it's a nice twist on a basic or just a black dress. And I like it. I agree with you with the hair. I think the hair is a little bit harsh, and it actually does age her in a way. And seeing their hair down would have been more soft. It would have softened the look up. But I think the dress is, I think it's different, and it looks beautiful on her, and it fits her. So I don't have a problem with the dress.
It's very Vivienne Westwood aesthetic for me, and I like that about it. I don't like the shaping at the bust. Like, it's like the lapels that were white either needed to come longer, or like somewhere that didn't quite fall right. Like, I don't know if the V came too low or what happened, but the bust line is weird to me. And I personally would have preferred if it were T-length all the way around. I don't like the train and the uplifted
It's a little bit,
in the
you
front.
almost feel like something's gonna fall, or
it doesn't look right.
She lost like a stripe or something.
Yes, but I mean, I like that she tried something different. I kind of like the idea that it's a menswear inspired thing, but it just didn't quite all come together for me.
I just think she could have had a nature.
Yeah, so a little more. She could have done a little more. All right, also at the Tonys. Right. Next up, the winner scorer of the night, Miss Audra McDonald, set the record when she won her 6th Tony. And she was wearing this springtime white and orange Escada printed dress.
So,
what? Sorry, go ahead.
This is the Tony Awards, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the thing. Escada it's beautiful, but it's like ladies who lunch. It's like you're not going to wear it to a red carpet event. And for this woman, I'm not too familiar who she is, but I'm assuming she's in Broadway or whatever. She's
brilliant.
And
she's so funny.
This is her night. This is her night to shine, and this is not the type of outfit that you wear.
It's like in a Hawaiian.
Totally
it literally looks like a vacation maxi dress.
Exactly.
I don't even think my boyfriend would stay with me if I was wearing that in Hawaii.
So totally inappropriate for the event. I mean, if she was on vacation in Hawaii, maybe. But no.
I feel like it was like a last minute, like, oh my God, my dress ripped. I have nothing to wear. All I got is this in the closet. And I put it on. Because even the hair was like tired. And I know she's like, it's her 6th win, and it was amazing because she did break a record, and she won it for playing Billie Holiday, and she is utterly the most talented, like insanely talented woman ever. So it is sad to see her looking sort of like sloppy almost. Like,
because this is her night. This is her night to shine.
But at the same time, it's like she's done it a million times, and she's probably at that point where she's just like, it's enjoyable, but I'm just me, and I want to be comfortable.
I think that's what it is.
She just wants to be comfortable.
I think, and she had the beachy style with the wave with her hair, so you can't have both, you know? And it's very, it looks like she's pregnant under it. Not because of her, because of the dress.
That's the dress. It's a comfy, like, let me go on vacation and drink a whole lot and eat some sandwiches.
It's a PJ dress.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Not even.
Audra, you're gorgeous, but it didn't work. Yeah. All right, last but not least, also on the Tonys red carpet, Miss Fantasia walked out in this shimmering, beaded, teal, sexy, plunging V-neck, high front slit, long sleeve gown. I could not find who made this gown, but she put the biddies all out for y'all to see.
Gosh, what's going on
what
with
did
Tony?
You think?
What's going on with the Tony, Courtney? I mean, I think you
because it's not Hollywood. It's not Hollywood. Tonys are like Broadway is its own world, and they do what they do.
It's true. It's true.
And this is what she did.
They have access to so many great designers and.
This reminds me of like an old school like dress that you would see on a Barbie doll in the 80s.
You know what it reminds me of? What's the name of the character in The Little Mermaid? And the bad character, the mean
Ursula.
one.
Oh my God.
Yes. It's an Ursula that dress. It's like a big pool, like a calamar. It's like a big calamar or an attack of a seaweed.
A seaweed attacker.
I mean, come on. I'm looking at the picture from far, and then I have it. It's like I'm surrounded by the picture around me. I have one picture here, one picture there, and one picture here. I just feel like I'm invaded by
swallowed.
seaweed. Come on. It's like a creature, you know, and we don't see her feet. And it's like, what's the name of the character again? Ursula. And you know how she
like leaning and all of her tentacles like slither across.
It's like a tentacle creature. So I'm sorry, the girl is gorgeous. She's got good boobs. We don't know if it's natural or not, but who cares? It's Hollywood. It looks great in a décolleté. Green, why not? It's turquoise. But I mean, come on.
The color is beautiful on her. The color is gorgeous.
Yeah, but you do a dress like all turquoise
it's just
green?
Beaded and old and.
You have a pair of shorts for in Malibu that color, but not for a red carpet.
So her body looks good. Her boobs look good. You're right, Val. But yeah, the whole dress and that turquoise.
It was too much.
It was way
But it's funny.
too
I'm
much.
sure was she like kind of
slinking
floating
down the red
Or
carpet
it's
like
or
I
like
did
Dallas,
it.
you know, like Dallas old school, like something like that.
It's very Dynasty.
Dynasty,
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
never seen any green like this on Dynasty.
Yeah.
Please don't offend Dynasty. Do not offend Dynasty, which I love.
I will give her 1 point for
Her boobs.
boobs will give her 2. The boobs
To
are like,
the
at least they're
surgeon,
like
you mean,
sitting
to
and
the
they're
plastic
doing
surgeon.
well. But I will say, even though I don't enjoy the dress, it does fit her
It does.
and she doesn't look sloppy. She looks put together. So I don't choose it
You're right.
style-wise, but she struggles with like just having it together at all. So it fits.
You're right.
It fits her well and it's a pretty color on her skin. So I'll
Got
give
it.
her that much.
All right.
Sorry, Fantasia. Okay, that was hilarious. As the tentacles disappear around us, we will move in, closing with Style Watch this week. And on Style Watch this week is a designer and model by the name of Courtney Allegra. And the reason she is on our list is somebody to watch. She's been profiled recently on Essence.com. She's shown her stuff on the Today Show. She's literally 17 years old. I think actually she just turned 18. She's been doing this since she was 12. She's had some mentorship by Miss Rachel Roy, who I'm just like losing right now. And she's got a very like summery, fun skater, California aesthetic. She's young, she's youthful. She started building her business at 12. She's selling well online, and it's just awesome to see young people going for what they want and doing what they want and doing it well. And if you want
Who's she
some cute
dating?
summer,
So we know more. So we
I don't
understand
know,
more.
girl. I don't know. You can find her on
She's a little young.
Courtney Allegra online. It's not everybody's style, but it's cute. It's young. And she's got great bathing suits, lots of really cute printed dresses and things like that.
So it's more for teenage?
It's more for teenage,
Okay.
I would say, and early 20s, and the young girls that are
So
out
for
in
us.
summer. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get some of them shorts and go to the beach and whatnot. But she's
perfect
adorable.
timing.
She's young. She's growing. Somebody
That's
to
very
watch
cool.
and keep
She
her
looks
eye
a
on.
little bit like Beyonce. Look.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
for
super
sure.
cute.
Super
All right,
cute.
guys. Well, I think that wraps up our show for this
It
week.
does.
Well, thank you so much, Val, for
Thank you
coming
so
again.
much, Erika, Courtney.
And where can everybody find you?
Where can we find me? Well, so many places behind you guys. And you can also find me on Valcal, VALKAHL, on Twitter, Facebook, and valcal.com coming up.
Perfect.
Yes. Awesome. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and all those places at Stuart Starlet. As
And
I
I'm-
forget. I'm like, yes.
What is it? And I am your host, Erica Garcia Rojas, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at IamEGR. Thanks so much, guys.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Tontaku, do we do the calamari?
I know, it's like the calamari.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.